Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to take a look at the Strength Gogeta and see how much he's improved via the new signature equipment that they've dropped from the anniversary battle stage. Now this Gogeta is not as good as Janemba, but he still is pretty decent. He has all types key plus 3, HP attack and defense of 77%, and this is a much better leader skill, at least very much so back in the day, even after his EZA. He causes immense damage to the enemy and lowers attack and defense, something that was crucial for Dokkan events. And then of course we also have attack and defense of 77%, with an additional attack of 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. He has attacks effective against all types as well. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, prepared for battle over in a flash, Fused Fighter and Fierce Battler as links, and he is Fusion Movie Hero, Super Saiyan's, Otherworld Warriors, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Powerful Comeback, Time Limit, and Fused Fighters. In terms of build, you're going to want to build him full additional. Now obviously the reason we're taking a look at him is because we have received new equipment from the 8th anniversary battle, and we want to see just how good he is, especially now that he's received such a strong set of equipment. This equipment increases his defense quite substantially, but unlike Janemba, he doesn't have really the multiplicative aspect to it. So although he has technically a higher defense than Janemba in his passive, Janemba has a higher overall defense, plus also sports two very strong links like Metamorphosis and Big Bad Bosses. So this is also something very crucial, as it implements or increases his defense quite substantially. His attack also is multiplicative because he gets hit and gets plus 40%, whereas Gogeta relies on rainbow orbs, which the chances of getting 5 rainbow orbs all in a row is pretty slim. Now, one thing to consider, Gogeta is attacks effective against all types, which is pretty cool, and he is still pretty good. He's not nearly aging as well as Janemba. Janemba's guard also kind of gives him the ability to really raise his defense beyond what you see in terms of raw numbers. But Gogeta is still a lot of fun. Yeah, 3 million attack stats, he's on a really fun team in Fused Fighters. So yeah, although he's maybe not the most OP unit himself, he is at least a really fun unit to run. And he's incredibly fun to utilize. And I think overall, for me, that's kind of where he gets to shine. Yeah, I think for the most part, he's really like just a fun unit to use. Although when you put him up alongside like AGL Gogeta, you don't really see the craziest comparison. I mean, he's doing 3 mil attack stats barely, whereas AGL Gogeta is kind of just busting out these pseudo crazy 6.5 million attack stats. But it more just shows how the game's progressed. Overall though, I still think he's a lot of fun. I think beginner players can benefit from him greatly. The all types lead is super helpful. He's got a really malleable link set in Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle. These are all links that are super duper common. You see them pretty much almost everywhere. They are very common links. They're great links. He's not going to be able to take you, through to the absolute end of the game. In fact, he's probably going to struggle around about the legendary Goku event. But his offense is pretty good. He'll definitely help you with Dokkan events. He will help you with SPR. That greatly lowering attack and defense is great. He's awesome for Fusion SPR, maybe even Fusion ESPR. I just wish he had maybe a little bit more. This is where I think the equipment itself could have been a little bit more interesting in design, because Gogeta needed more than Janemba. I think they both needed more than they got. But I think Gogeta needs more than Janemba. Gogeta needed like 4,000 extra defense and additional attacks and like a 40 plus evasion. Imagine giving him a 50% evasion chance because of his equipment. Now that would have been very interesting. All in all, I think Gogeta's pretty good. Should you link level him? I don't think so. He doesn't gain a lot, like most super units. But he is a really fun unit. And honestly, I think he's great. And I do think he has a place, especially for newer players. He's awesome, he's flexible, he's got a good link set. And so I think at the end of the day, you can still use him, just maybe not as much as Janemba has aged. I think overall he's still a lot of fun. And yeah, I really enjoy him as a character. And for those who were playing Dokkan back then, around his original release, he was the unit in the game, and his EZA was pretty good, and he still to this day hits a pretty decent attack stat. So that's it from me. See you next time. Bye.